Hey folks, welcome back to the stream. We're on the 10th of October tonight. It's gonna be a quick stream. We're gonna do Symphony of the Night randomizer today. It'll be on the safe preset as usual, and we've got the normal settings that we've always done. Along with that will be some folks in VC. We'll just be hanging out, chit-chatting. Those folks you'll hear in just a second once I undeafen on Discord. But yeah, otherwise that's all we've got today. I've also got the hand cam like last time. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right to it.
Yeah. Also, swag on me. Prince Walker is getting his job at Limited Games Run, so get your game running. Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh hey, what's up? What a cordial greeting that was.
I love it.
You should do your normal stream intro, but after taking helium and with head voice.
Probably not.
or you could get some galaxy gas, inhale it, and then do your stream intro.
Oh my.
I think I'm okay.
And then Karushi can be Kanye, Karushi West.
West? Oh no. wait, no, let's mix up with it. Karushi East. He's Karushi East.
Karushi East? Oh
Yes.
dear. Next thing you know, he's going to have people investigate the Kardashian family and then, like stalk his wife. That is a real thing that just came out today.
Oh, hot dang, really? Just today? Oh
Yep.
my, I didn't know about that.
Kanye
Not
is
surprised,
amazing.
but hot dang. I'll support
Good prologue.
directly, he didn't stand a chance.
Yep, that was like the ideal prologue. Damage stacks were clean. Let's go.
Dang, I still need to play Symphony of the Night. I'm thinking I feel like playing a Castlevania game, but I played all these other ones already. It's like, wait, there's Symphony of the Night right there. I haven't played that one yet.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's right there.
One of the best.
Damage tax. What about fat? I'm not gonna do this.
Fire Sword of Oberon. Whoa, Firebrand.
I guess another one I haven't played is Portrait of Ruin, but I'm still like waiting for that with the blind race. But it might end up just, if it takes a bit too long, I might end up just playing that on my own time and drop out because I really do want to play Portrait of Ruin.
Uh-oh.
I got the portrait of Ruin right here, and so you're painting the models.
Dang. Rusty already? How could that be?
Rust is real. You know, I might just.
Dude,
I'm gonna
Karushi's
look at like
washed. Hashtag washed allegations.
I'm gonna look at like
True.
a long play of Shantae one and see if that really is where I'm supposed to go. It really looks like that is, but I don't want to potentially soft lock myself. That would be really bad.
Okay, baby seed.
Alright, okay, walk through. Let me see
Oh
this.
my goodness. We already got Christogram. That easy.
Alright, got the elephant power up, like transformation. Yeah, I went there. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, I was supposed to go there. I did, in fact. I actually did sequence break, but I actually have the necessary power up to actually overcome that in the normal way. I just didn't realize I was supposed to ram the elephant statue with the elephant transformation.
This elephant transformation, it sounds like a wannabe Symphony of the Night. With the animal.
Dude, Waka is an elephant?
Yeah, you know it. Honestly, they probably did take
Super Mario
inspiration.
Wonder. That's crazy work.
They probably did take inspiration from the Castlevania Symphony of the Night transformations, because there is like the monkey, which is you increase speed, you can climb up walls, but there's also this like harpy transformation, which basically grants you flight. Like, I can kind of see that they probably took some inspiration from like SotN transformations, and the game's structure itself seems to have taken a lot of inspiration from Castlevania 2, with its day and night cycle and going to different towns.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of games have Symphony of the Night influence in them some way.
Yeah.
Platformers especially.
Yeah.
But then Symphony of the Night has inspiration from other games itself, so.
Yeah. But I will say, I personally enjoy it, and I think it's a good game, but it definitely has not aged the best. It feels very janky, and they don't really explain very clearly how you progress, if that makes sense. Like, it isn't obvious.
Hey, Robbo, what's up? Thank you. Man, it must be pretty late, so hope you have a good rest of your night. But yeah, thanks.
But I will say it's very technically impressive what they could do on a Game Boy Color game, because everything I just mentioned, like, this was in like a... Oh, good night, Mom. Yeah, sorry. Oh, wait, let me mute myself.
Throwing ring. Sure.
I'll ram it back, sorry. Toggle the matter.
Oh, all good. You're all good.
But, anyways, yeah, everything I listed of, like, this is, like, basically, like, Metroidvania adjacent kind of game. This was all done on the Game Boy Color, and that is, like, technically very impressive.
Oh, okay.
With that alone, I think it's a really fascinating game.
Yeah, that's interesting. But Game Boy Color is not a console that aged particularly well by itself, so it's probably no wonder people haven't really heard of that game unless they already have that handheld.
Yeah, or like true. People probably heard of it now because Shantae is a huge indie game series now. Like, there's like many sequels. I think there's like 6 games now.
Oh wow, okay. Mm-hmm.
But for the longest time, this was the only one. Like, the sequel to this game like took 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like since the 2010s it became an actual series, and people actually like came to know of the series.
Hmm.
And you are correct that Game Boy Color games did not age particularly the best, particularly platformer games, because this is a very common complaint about them. Your field of view is very poor, and that is correct because of the aspect ratio. Like, the platforming in this game is pretty hard, and that's mainly because it's sometimes you're blind fake jumping. It feels like, because your field of view is really bad.
Jank. Probably something I would complain
That's like
about.
not. It's like not the fault on the developers, like, at all. It's just like the hardware that they're working with.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, can I not jump? Whatever. Yeah, that's something I would probably complain about then.
Yeah. Oh, you would complain about this game a lot, dude. Like, so many things in this game you would complain about. But I'm hoping you came to the same conclusion that is like, for its time, it was really interesting and really good, and it's amazing what they could put in a low-powered console. But with that said, you would definitely complain about this game. Like, pretty much everything you would complain about.
Yeah.
Including... Oh my, the fast travel is not good in this game at all.
Yeah, and that would be a big problem.
Oh my, okay. Get this. You need to find these 4 octopus things. You take it to this person to then in each town to then unlock a dance, which is basically equivalent to like you know the Ocarina of Time, you know, there's those like the songs and they grant you different things.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, Ocarina of Time, you know, Song of Time, Epona Song, they do different things. Like Epona Song calls Epona. Song of Time in the original game is like story related, and Majora's Mask is it controls the time. That kind of thing. You unlock a song to then warp to that particular town, and you need to then rinse and repeat the process. Find 4 more of those like squid things, take it to the other town, and then unlock the dance for that town, and then now you can fast travel to that town.
Bruh. So like, how much fast travel do you have? Or when do you get like, when does fast travel become useful? Is it like late game, early game, mid game, or like balanced?
I would say it's immediately useful, but it's more towards late game. You'll have a decent fast travel, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, yikes. Okay.
It's a bit of baffling design decisions, I would say, but
sounds like it.
I still like the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible to like the game despite the shortcomings it might have, but that still sounds pretty yikes.
Yeah. You know it's
sure.
bad when I'm going to say that Hollow Knight's fast travel is better.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
That's yikes. What's in the shop? Library card. Okay, that's all I care about. Shield, hopefully.
Library card in the shop? Dang, the
I'm actually gonna look this up.
services in this randomizer aren't very good.
The what? Sorry?
I'm actually gonna look at it. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what was it? The what wasn't very good
You
in the
have
randomizer?
to buy your library card. The
Yeah, you do.
services in this randomizer are pretty bad.
Yes, that they are. I gotta get the library card, yeah. I don't have enough money to get anything else worth buying.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
Anyway, I'm probably gonna hop off for a little bit. Maybe I'll be back. You were still streaming.
Yeah, for sure. See you then. Hollow Knight fast travel is rough. Yeah. When I didn't play through like all of it, obviously. Yeah, I still haven't, which is a bit shameful. But let's hush about that.
You got to do it at some point, in my opinion. I still think it's a good game. Like I still think it's a good game. You should.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I will. But yeah, the fast travel is kind of garbage. The map in general is a little whack, but not because of like the size, but because of like the large space between useful landmarks. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that is exactly the problem.
I still can't believe I remember the humming.
Yeah.
Melody.
It's hilarious though. Oh man.
To think that game was released first without any fast travel. Like I remember looking at the update notes and it was added in an update. The fast travel.
And that's unbelievable. Where am I going? Yeah, sorry guys, this is not going to be a very interesting seed combat-wise. I mean, can you blame me? We found Christogram as the first weapon drop, so... And there we go. There's Jewel. So we got a 50-50 on Chapel or Caverns. Not really 50-50 because I guess Coliseum is possible too. Yeah.
Oh dang, what am I supposed to do on this boss?
Oh, come on.
But with that said, I am going to play the follow-up Shantae games and see how those compare to the first game, because I heard it's a series that typically keeps on getting better.
Yeah, that's always good to see when things improve over time, because that's not necessarily the case for a lot of modern games.
True, sadly true.
They get worse over time. But it's also just hard to outdo yourself. Let's be real here. Let's be fair.
That is true. Very true. But yeah, like, I haven't played SotN yet, but I think the first Castlevania game, of the Metrovania ones, that comes close to being, like, its match, is Aria of Sorrow, and that's, like, 2 games, like, sorry, that's 3 games after SotN.
Mm-hmm.
So that shows it's hard to outdo yourself at times if you already made such a good game.
Yep, that's exactly right. We got a shield. Let's go. Fire shield. Here we go. I should go this way first. Oh, I still haven't saved yet. Okay, just don't die. It's that easy.
I am super stupid. I need to redo that dungeon again because instead of creating I accidentally did this too quickly. Instead of creating a save state, I restarted the game. So
Oh no, you like soft reset?
yeah, I meant to do a save state.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh well, it's all good. No worries.
It happens. What is that? Well, not that I care. Nothing's gonna be better than Christogram. To be honest, I don't even need to go back to the library for any combat at this point, because I already have great combat for the rest of this run. Okay. So, it's either caverns or chapel. There's no reason not to go from through chapel right now, because I can always warp back down here. If it's not in Castle Keep, it's not in Castle Keep.
Here goes Storm.
Oh no.
I forget, did you actually end up finally getting all the achievements yet for Isaac?
I did, yeah. That's what I was doing last Friday. I'm not sure if you remember.
I remember that, but I think I had to like call it a night, so I may have missed when you caught them all.
Oh no, yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Nice.
That was done.
Congrats, dude.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yep, so I'm done with that game on stream for now, but that doesn't mean we're done forever. It'll come back later, but not for a while. The birds, let's go. From downtown.
Oh, I just remembered. Another thing that's really cool about the first Shantae game, that I don't think any other gameplay color game did. I mean, don't quote me on that one because there may have been one or two. But the game could tell if it was being run on a Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance, and there's some enhanced features if you run on a Game Boy Advance. Like they change the colors and open up a new. It's like a new dungeon and transformation. Like they add new content if you're playing on a Game Boy Advance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you got to reward the people that bought the new console somehow, right? So.
Yep, I think so. But yeah, that just again that like comes back to like my point. Wow, this game is pretty much a technical marvel, and it still is to this day, in my opinion.
Hey folks, we guessed wrong. So down to the caverns we go. There's another game on Game Boy that I was impressed by. I think. Wait, no, it had to have been a Castlevania game. There was no other game that would have impressed me otherwise. I think I was saying that about Harmony of Dissonance, right? Like when I first played
Harmony,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
That's like a really impressive game on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I was like, how do they make a game so deep for one of the like, you know, most basic handhelds that Nintendo made?
I know, right? It's crazy.
Did that go all the way? That did not look like it went down all the way. Okay, it did. I'll check that. What is it? Is that the real Osafune? It's the whatever this thing is called, I forgot. It's the Muramasa, yeah. Not that we need that. Speaking of Muramasa, I was just telling Waka about the Muramasa today. Yeah.
Yo, my favorite Bleach villain is here. My favorite Bleach filler villain, which is actually true. It is my favorite Bleach filler villain. I'm not sure about my favorite villain in Bleach, but my favorite villain for Fillerland, yes.
Hey, yeah. I mean, that's actually like reasonable though. Muramasa is pretty cool.
I think it's cool, yeah. Who is my favorite Bleach villain? It's probably Grimjow. And that's like debatable if he's even the villain now.
Right.
Like he was always on his own side, really. And when he comes back in Thousand Year Blower, isn't he like a supporting role? Like he's like one of the good guys?
Yeah, he's basically neutral, I would say.
Yeah.
And the only reason he's even like being brought onto the good side is Kisuke shenanigans. So you know, Kisuke's always up to some shenanigans.
Makes sense he's always doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, bringing in people. He's also bringing in filler characters.
Yeah.
Muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is up with that guy?
Indeed. Yeah, that was not progression at Scylla. Oh, so it has to be a merman then, right? Yeah. That's worst case scenario. We don't even need the save split merman. We know we're gonna have to use it. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Because if I know I need merman, I'll probably still have to go back all the way around. I'll still save split it. But this has to be like Leapstone, I guess. Unfortunately, we do need that.
Gotcha.
Another Christogrim. Okay.
I'm trying to think of characters that would strictly be villains. Probably my favorite Bleach villain would be... I'm thinking... I really don't want to say Aizen, but it might be Aizen. I really don't want to say that, but it might be Aizen.
I mean, Aizen's just a like top shonen villain in general. That's understandable. Like, if EGP for all the funny stuff he says, I think he's got that one right.
Nice. That's true.
Like, I personally don't like Aizen, but that's not because he's a bad character or villain. That's just because he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't like the bad guy in
That
Bleach.
makes sense. Actually, you know what? I just remembered about him. Not nearly as important, but Tosen might be him.
Oh, Kaname Tosen, yeah, he's cool. I agree.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Mhm.
But the thing is, he doesn't do as much as Aizen.
Yeah, he's honestly small fry at the end of the day. Like he's just another one of Aizen's pawns, especially during the what's it called, the fake Karakura Town arc. Like he's literally just one of Aizen's pawns.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So the fake Karakura Town arc is the tournament arc. Remember?
I remember. I like that arc.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I like tournament arcs in general. Lots of battles, lots of new faces.
Yeah, it's just non-stop battles for that arc. It's interesting. Yeah. Oh, you hate to see it. It's not even flight, even though this is out of logic flight. It's not even flight. Oh. We still need it though. That's the thing. Missed.
But yeah, even though Tosen's cool, I would still think I think I like Aizen still more, but that's only because he's just more important and relevant.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean it's reasonable. Don't worry. Like, I see it. I see it as like, you know, Bleach has so many characters, and at the end of the day, like all of them are cool. There's very few of them are like legitimately like not cool, you know. So I think you can't go wrong for most of them, especially not for the villains either. Like, who would I say my favorite villain is? I know my favorite character, like it hasn't changed over the years at all. It's still Rukia, but man, favorite villain, that's a harder one.
And also, it's like, gotta keep in mind, like, in Bleach, at least for like the first arc, those villains were really only they were kind of antagonists to Ichigo during that point, if that makes sense. Not necessarily they were really villains.
Right.
Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yep. It's just hard to like judge the lesser characters because they don't get enough screen time for you to really fall in love with them, you know?
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Does he count? Does he count even though... This is also the thing about Bleach. There's a lot of villains that don't really seem too villain-esque, if that makes sense. Like I should put this because, you know, Grimjaw is kind of neutral, and isn't Stark basically just laid back, lazy? Isn't Stark?
Yep, that's exactly right. Like,
and he just like Ironclar, and he happens to be a Spada. Not necessarily he's villainous, if that makes sense. Like villainesque, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like he's not really like a traditional Bleach antagonist. Which one's the antagonist? Like, yeah, character that the main character has to fight against. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it might actually be Stark. Now that I think about it. I think he's really cool.
Yeah, Stark is sick. It's just too bad again, like the screen time, dude. You don't get much screen time with him at all.
He doesn't have too much screen time, and that's like a major problem. But that might. I just feel. I still think Iceman's the better character. He does more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just simply because he does more, he's more relevant.
Yep. Okay, I think I'll probably have to go with Grimjaw, but I don't know. That's like my lazy answer too. Like I need to think through it more, you know. In terms of my favorite Bleach villain.
It's debatable if he's even a villain.
Right, exactly.
It's like even debatable.
Yeah. So even that is just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can settle for it.
Yeah. I will say, if you were talking about like me, like Teen Waka, it would definitely be like, oh, it's like Ukiyo or Stark all the way because I like edgy, cool characters.
Yeah. Definitely. But you know.
But Adult Waka, it's not like that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I have not really thought of my favorite villain. Which I guess isn't like entirely bad. But still. I'm realizing more and more how little I've actually thought about it.
There's just like a lot of villains in Bleach that don't have too much screen time nor too much characterization. Like you said, Bleach has like way too many characters. And you don't really... It's impossible to flesh them all out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have not watched any of 1000 Year Blood War, nor know too much about it, so I can't... Like, all of those characters are completely off limits because I don't know anything about them.
I honestly don't like the Quincy's that much. I'm gonna be real.
Oh dang, not that interesting, like...
It's not that they're not interesting, but like... They don't... I don't know. There's too many of them. I think there's too many of them. That's the issue. Like, they don't really get, like, much characterization either. There's just so many of them, you know? Kenpachi is kind of sick. Yeah, I agree. Kenpachi, but Kenpachi's not like a villain. Like he's just like a berserker. He's a crazy man, but I wouldn't call him a villain.
Yeah.
But he's still sick. Man, I need to look at the list of Aron cars probably, but
Yeah, like
yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like Bleach seems to be a series more with. How should I put this? There's more. If anything, there's more antagonists than like straight up. This is clear villain kind of person.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense. So it's a little bit harder too. But I agree. Kenpachi's sick. He's one of my favorite characters of Bleach.
Yeah, absolutely. Really cool character. Can I make it? It's gonna be awkward. Come on. There we go. Oh, I have Power Wolf. I gotta be careful. Forgot. Okay. I'm just gonna do this. I don't want to lose my mana.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Which guy?
Oh, and he's already dead.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's on.
No, he's gone.
Wait, is he?
He's about.
gone.
This is a death animation that they spent a lot of the budget on. Oh, we need that. We need that.
Also, this is something that I wish more game developers took into account for. That's, you know what a sleeper hit is, right?
Yeah.
Because apparently SotN did not sell well at first, but it eventually sold very well over time and became a sleeper hit cult classic, and that's why it received re-releases. A lot of people ended up playing the game.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I never knew that actually.
Yeah, it became a sleeper hit. But now these days it's like, oh, it's got to be multi-million seller in just a few days.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Really unfortunate now. It has to be like that, or else they don't count it.
Give me that money. Oh, you know what? Should I just library card right now? This weapon shreds? Yeah, it sure does. I mean, it's Crystogrim. Crystogrim's probably like top 3 weapon in the game. Maybe top 1, honestly. But it's not like the top. The difference between top 1 and 3 is not really that big anyway, so. But it's definitely one of the best weapons. I guess I'll just library card. Because I'm going to buy more anyway. Where is it? There we are. Yeah, the other thing too with SotN is that. Hey, what was that sound? Okay, that was weird. But yeah, the other thing about SotN as well is that I think it popped off internationally compared to like other Castlevania games.
That is true as well.
So that helped out a lot.
It also helped that it was fortunate to be released on one of the most best-selling consoles, period. PlayStation, that definitely helped too.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
We're more widely available to the consumer.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Okay.
But yeah, like, oh boy, if SotN was released on the N64, I'm not sure if it would do well at all, like any capacity period.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Farewell
Which, you know,
for now.
let's be fair to it, like, you're buying a PS1 for SotN, but there's also other good PS1 games. So,
Yeah, like,
it's fine.
a
You know?
lot of banger games, like, and it's across multiple, like, genres, too. Like, if you like, you know, RPG games, you got Dragon Quest, you got Final Fantasy, you got Xenogears, you got a lot of games. If you like platformers, though, you're in for a treat. You got Crash, you got Spyro, you got Ape Escape. Yeah, it's like there's a good portion, like there's a good genre selection too. You'll definitely find something you like.
Mm-hmm. And there's also Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories.
Oh, I actually grew up with that Yu-Gi-Oh game. It is weird.
It is very weird, and honestly, it is a little whack. Like,
Yeah, it's
like dare I say, almost a bad game. It's one of those games that's so bad that honestly, it's kind of good.
Yeah, it's oh my. That game is just it balanced so poorly, busted, broken. It's basically has prototype rules for the card game, so there's differences in oddities between card effects and like rules for the card game.
Yeah.
It's a weird game.
You know, it's cool though that they actually ended up trying out like a Yu-Gi-Oh game with the what's it called? Pre-Duel Monsters rules. But that goes to show how bad pre-Duel Monsters is.
Yep. Oh my. You know, the man, he knew how to make good ideas, but not design like they create you go. He had a lot of cool ideas, but probably not the best game designer to actually formulate and balance the games.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Banger game, but kind of bad. Yeah, pretty much. Like, that game is so fun to watch, but like, it's one of those games where if you're trying to take it seriously, you need to treat yourself a little better.
Yeah. But I liked that game growing up. I was fortunate enough to be able to grow up with that game.
Yeah. Man.
It's not one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh games, but it's a good time.
Yep. The good part is that like they didn't, well, I don't know, is that good or bad, but like they didn't try to like overdo it and make like another game in the series that was like just as bad, I guess.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe they should have tried to improve it. Dark Duel Stories was a quality Yu-Gi game on Game Boy. Have you played that one, Waka?
I have not, but I know which one he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching a video, and that game has its own problems too. It's more of quality of life problems than anything. But I don't know too much about that one, sadly. I think when I really started, like, because I think I already told you this, Karuchi, growing up, it was tail end of, like, PlayStation N64 and, like, Game Boy Color kind of area, so my experience growing up with, like, Game Boy and PlayStation games is very, very limited. Like, there's straight up like whole sections of like Game Boy library I had never even touched and played. Same for PlayStation. And during that time, I mainly played platformers. So it's like I played Ape Escape, Crash Bandicoots, and like Spyro. And of course, fighting games. I played fighting games because even back then I was a nerd about fighting games.
right, yeah. I mean, there weren't really like a ton of PS1 fighting games, but there was Evil Zone.
There actually was.
Oh, there were.
Or not. They weren't. Keep in mind, a lot of the port job was actually not that good, but there were actually a lot. Like Street Fighter 3 Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha 3, all the Darkstalkers, Marvel Capcom versus Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Rival Schools, Star Gladiator, I think that's what it's called. Some SNK games like King Fire 97, 98, I think. There was a lot that was released for PlayStation 1.
Oh wow. Yeah, that seems like a lot more than I would have expected, because the PlayStation 1 games are not the games that people would buy fighting games, or I should say, like, that's not a console that people would buy to play fighting games.
And there is a reason for that, Kurushi.
They
are considered one of the worst versions of each of those games because the PlayStation did not have enough RAM to have all those sprites in memory. So they actually had to botch and butcher a lot of sprite animations, and that affected gameplay. And for the Tag Fire games, they just straight up removed those features because there wasn't enough memory to be able to have tag team fights. So straight up, the game just fundamentally plays differently.
Yeah, I see. So it's like
that's
one of the worst
reason
ways
why
to
people
play
don't
it.
talk about the PlayStation versions of those games, because they're the worst versions.
Got it. Okay. There's like really bad ways to play the game, pretty much, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You probably heard more people talk about the Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, and PS2 versions of any games, not the PS1.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the Saturn is a really... Oh, this sucks. The Saturn is a really, like, hard console to actually, like, come across now, so...
They are so rare, dude.
Yeah.
Especially if you're... Oh my god forbid you're trying to get, like, North American copies of games in Saturn. Oh my... It didn't do well in America, so... You can imagine not many copies were made of any of those games. They can be hundreds of dollars, dude.
Yeah. That's a shame, because the SotN version of Saturn has like extra features that are genuinely really cool. Like they added new areas, some new equipment. I believe they added a Maria boss fight, if I remember correctly. Like, it's pretty cool.
I remember that. I think that's like one of the rarest Saturn games. Let me look at the prices right now. Should I even? It's probably pretty depressing.
Yeah. I'd imagine it's expensive. It's SotN, and if it's rare, then it would probably be extra expensive.
Okay, not as bad as I thought, but you're still going to need to. It's hefty, you know. A couple paychecks. You know, it's hefty just for one game. $175.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
And
that's not the console. I thought so too, but that's not like the console is going to be the expensive part probably. So. Yeah.
I thought we were talking like $500. I thought, to be honest, but I'm glad it's not. Still expensive. Don't get me wrong. Still expensive.
Yeah, definitely. There are probably more copies of SotN Saturn version than on the market than there are like Saturn consoles, which would make sense, obviously, but
probably, yeah.
Like, still, that's pretty interesting.
I know people. I think Saturns themselves are hard to come by because people, you know, collect them.
Right.
Like it's a hot item for like game collectors to own a Saturn. Same with like a Dreamcast, I think.
Yeah.
But that does remind me, when I was at that retro game and geek festival, I saw some copies of Snowboard Kids there, and that was a game I grew up with that for whatever reason I lost my copy, and I've been trying to get a new one, like not a new one, but another one for a bit. I saw them there, I was like, yay, I can get this, but then I looked at the price tag. $90. Maybe not right now.
Yeah.
And that was just a cartridge?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, some of the retro games are just climbing in price over time. It's good to keep the stuff you have for as long as you can, so that, you know, if you do want to sell it, it'll just keep increasing in value.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I got more into like physical media again, because I like things that still have value to them. With digital, it's like that's of no value.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I like to, if I buy something, I like it to have some sort of value.
Ooh, okay, we're looking at Silvering having holy glasses probably. That and Second Castle, that would suck.
Also, another game series I like more than Mario Kart is Snowboard Kids, believe it or not.
What is that? I never heard of it.
Snowboard Kids.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
It's a snowboarding game. It's a cartoony, over the top kind of snowboarding game. I think the tracks mechanics are way more interesting than Mario Kart. I don't know if that's blasphemous to say or not, but I'm sorry. I mean, the games are more interesting.
I mean, Mario Kart isn't necessarily a high bar to begin with, but I get what you mean.
I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I think Mario Kart is both overrated, but at the same time, it's not really overrated if it is the game that set the blueprint for like kart racing video games in general. But it becomes sort of like kind of like this is going to sound so blasphemous, but sort of like Street Fighter, where yeah, it's the game series that standardized it and like basically created the genre per se, but it's very like bland in comparison to like some of the other games in said genre.
Yeah, I think
like,
I can agree with that.
Like, I think Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, way better, way more interesting than Street Fighter, like any Street Fighter game.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Same for Capcom's other offerings that are kind of more similar, like Darkstalkers. Oh, I love Darkstalkers, dude. That's like one of my favorite Capcom fighting games. Probably one of my favorite fighting games, period. But it's not as popular as Street Fighter, sadly.
Yeah, Street Fighter just has kind of boring characters anyway. And the story, like, is a joke anyway as well. Come on.
Agreed. And surprisingly, like, the Street Fighter game that's like my favorite, I later found out is more of a cult following kind of game, and that's First Strike. Like, I think First Strike is dope, but that's like not the norm.
Right. Third Strike is an interesting game that it's kind of hard to say whether it would have actually aged well if not for the Daigo parry, competitively at least. Because casually, people aren't playing that game anymore.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Whereas people do actually still play Street Fighter 2 casually, but
that is correct. Yeah.
You know, even that's pretty uncommon. Ah, that's Final Vlad. That means Bat's Second Castle. We're gonna have to gamble on Bat. That kind of sucks. I should probably full clear first castle then, so that I won't have to come back. Well, we have to, because Holy Glass is at Silver Ring. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself.
That's all good.
Yeah, this seed is a... Well, okay, I will say, like, the seed, I'm not going to complain, because it's been a completely brainless combat seed, so... which has allowed me to talk to you a lot more easily while playing.
Yeah, just thinking back, two of my favorite Capcom fighting games unfortunately are ill-fated because there's really not that many games in those series, and those two being Darkstalkers and Rival Schools. Those are like my two favorite Capcom fighting games, but there's barely any games for those two.
Yeah, and then when the people requested Capcom make the Darkstalkers collection, whatever it was called, they did it, and look how many people cared about it.
Sadly, it just doesn't have that name recognition like Street Fighter does, unfortunately.
Yep, that's right. But I think in Japan it still had a good following. Like, you'd see how influential it was. And speaking of which, Kamone Serizawa, the uni director, was saying like how much he liked Darkstalkers in his recent interview with Evo, and definitely looks like it had an influence on uni itself based on what he was saying, how the characters were designed and stuff.
I can see that because like Darkstalkers, this was before like quote unquote anime fighters were kind of a thing. Like, people say it's kind of prototype anime fighters, but you could also say it's basically Street Fighter anime fighter, like anime Street Fighter. Very grounded, more of a grounded game, kind of like Uni.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comparison to make. Also, wow, I'm glad I didn't skip Grand Balloon because he ended up having a Vlad, which I needed. So we're looking for literally one Vlad and second castle. I don't know if that will matter that much anymore. This might actually be a very fast safe seed. Like, we're looking at hour 15 at this rate. Pretty good. I shouldn't say fast. That's like kind of normal, but fast for me lately, given I haven't been playing a ton. Yeah. Yeah. The other thing too is Capcom lately, at least, their best releases. Which, let's be real, Capcom's been on fire lately, right? In terms of games, but their best releases were for a long time everything but fighting games until like I want to say Street Fighter 6.
I noticed that, yeah.
Street Fighter 6, they finally managed to like make a big hit game that was a fighting game and was mainstream. But you could argue that like they needed the mainstream game money to be able to do that, right? So
that is true, and I think they did.
But they finally got it done. Really nice.
Agreed.
Yep. Oh, what is this?
I'm just hoping, I don't think it is, but I'm just hoping that this will lead somehow to being like Rival Schools 3 or Darkstalkers 4. I don't think so, but I'm hoping.
Yeah. I don't think it'll happen though, either.
Yeah, dang.
Street Fighter is such an easy brand name, you know?
Yeah. Or at least like, this one is actually a possibility, like another Marvel Capcom at least, because that would be another one that I really like. Albeit that one, I'm never touching competitively. Oh my, I don't hate myself. But I love Marvel Capcom as well.
Yeah. But I think it's hard to beat the charm of Marvel 3. Like, if they make a new one, it would be super sick. Don't get me wrong. But I just have a bad feeling that they're going to try to make it broken on purpose. Similar to what Aiding has been doing with DNF Duel. Yeah. rather than like actually just let it be a naturally charming and broken game, you know, or just fun. Not it doesn't need to be broken. I don't know why aiding is like so insistent on making a game broken like on purpose, you know. Like just make the game fun first and foremost. Because Marvel 3 is fun in a very peculiar way, you know. When you're not taking it seriously, when you're goofing around with all the characters and the silly hitboxes that they have and high damage that they can do, it's fun. And when you mess around with non-meta teams, it's also a lot of fun. But that's also because the game is so like just ridiculous mechanics-wise that a lot of non-meta teams can win because the only prerequisite is that you have a way to kill off of one touch, and it's really easy to do that.
True, yeah.
Like it's really easy to do that in Marvel 3. So like almost every team you can think of is viable, even if it's not meta, because if they can kill in one touch, then it's good enough.
That makes sense, and that is true.
It's just that the top tier is obviously gonna have a better shot at getting that hit. Yeah, they have better movement. They can land the hit more easily. So yeah, like what they did to my boy Iron Man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, what they did to my boy Iron Man in Marvel 3. Whoever was in charge of designing Iron Man, I need to have a sit down talk with them, because that's a no-no. You don't do that.
What did they do to Iron Man?
They made him slow, clunky. His normals are really stubby and bad. His launcher is horrible. Like his launcher doesn't even like actually like combo from his three hit magic series. I don't know how to describe it.
It doesn't? That's weird. Huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't?
It does not. Like it's too short of range, so they get pushed out too much. The opponent does.
Oh no.
It's so sad.
That's bad.
Yeah. So it, like defeats the purpose, right? Like every character's supposed to be able to go in the magic series in the launcher, but Iron Man can't do that because it's a too short reach.
Dang, that is really weird. That's like, that almost sounds like an oversight, but they deliberately nerfed him that way. That's messed up.
Yeah. Because even a character like Tron, who people consider worse than Iron Man, Tron can actually like do solo combos competently, and she can like she has TODs solo, I believe, off of a lot of hits. Like you need like 2 meter, but you can build 1 at the meter for the combo. So like she's a really good solo character, right? But then it's just that she's really she has like really weird movement, and she's it's hard for her to open up characters.
That makes sense.
But she also has a weird hurt box, which actually makes it like kind of circle back into her being good in a way, because it's hard for other characters to combo her. Yeah.
Oh my, classic Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. So people hate fighting her even though she's not like that good, because she's hard to combo and stuff, you know.
That makes sense.
All right, guys.
I wonder if the Iron Man nerf was like a direct reaction to don't quote me on this one because I don't know Marvel vs. Capcom 2 meta, but didn't Iron Man and War Machine had like a very infamous TOD in Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
Yeah, Iron Man.
Like he was one of the better characters, so that may have been an overcorrection of that.
Yep. Well, let's be real. Like the devs also just hate Iron Man, I guess, because they did not mean to make him that bad. And then meanwhile, Magneto just does everything in Marvel 3.
Oh, Magneto's still busted?
Yes.
Oh, he was even busted in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's definitely like some Iron Man hate among the developer. I don't know, dude. One of the developers hates Iron Man or something. All right, guys, we're going left side.
All right, left. Oh, that reminds me. So you have an idea? Like, you have some sort of idea of how Rival Schools plays? Because I don't think you've ever played that one. It's basically 3D Marvel vs. Capcom. That's all you need to know, is that it's basically 3D Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll check that out. That actually sounds really interesting.
Yeah. It is. It's such a fun game, dude. You should try it.
Yeah, for sure. I have not been playing a lot of fighting games lately. for obvious reasons. You guys already know.
Yeah.
This guy's retired from fighting games.
Yes.
Hates fighting games. But
Yes.
I'm more than willing to play old fighting games still, on occasion. No shot. Okay, okay. All right.
And also, dude. Oh, yo.
Dude, the clock tower convolution is back. Yo. Okay, hold on.
Unfortunately, this was removed in all the English language versions because they didn't want to take the time and money to translate it all. But dude, the single player in Rival Schools, it's so good. It's so dope. It's its own separate game. It's like this raising sim with like you like create your own character. You like build up relationships with other characters. They have like events. It's sick, dude. Like it's its own separate game.
Oh, okay. So it's like back when fighting game single player was good. It's from that era.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That all the more reason for me to want to check it out now.
Yes, it's so good, but the only thing is that it's like it was removed in the English version. Hopefully there's like a English patch available, but yeah, you should definitely check it out if you were able to like get an English patch running for that.
Okay, got it. It's weird that they would remove from an English version, but thanks for the heads up still.
It's time. It's because of like time and money. They even said it's because of time and money.
Ah, sad.
It would definitely wouldn't fly now these days. They would probably translate it all.
Mm-hmm. With my highest defense. Okay. I haven't been looking at the stats for these, but I mean, can you guys blame me? The seed was set for combat the minute I got my first weapon, so.
And with that said, you probably are like wondering, okay then, like, how did you enjoy the Japanese language version if you yourself can't really read and write Japanese on that level? That is a funny question. I got my sister to translate everything whenever it was.
Oh, easy then. Easy.
Yeah, I was very grateful for my sister to do that, but that's kind of overkill that she would do that when I was younger.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to play the good games, you know?
True.
Okay, creature just got destroyed. Oh my goodness. Oh, creature! With the final Vlad. We finished before 115 probably. That's insane. Left side, just first try, easy. GG. No bat needed. Oh, come on. This room is really hard to do with, like, optimally. I almost got it there. Just gonna dash. Okay, let's do this. You don't want to mess around with that room. The Guardians, with my current position, they would two-shot me probably.
Oh dang.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. I don't think I'll die, but whatever. I'll save.
Oh yo, bitrate going to go. Wait, you're not on Twitch, never mind.
Yeah. Still the same idea though. Ow. Killed around. I got it.
Dang.
All right, GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, so there's not much to say about the seed. I mean, I literally full cleared, and still, I full clear first castle, that is, and then just guessed correctly on the first check and second castle. The seed was not really much else to talk about. But nice, 110. That's my best time in a while. Imagine if I didn't full clear. Probably would have been sub hour.
It's easy if you get lucky.
Yes, exactly. And for those of you that weren't in the stream that had our Monkey Ball collab, Waka streams on Twitch if you're interested in catching him. He's the guy who's with me in VC right now. If you're interested in catching him on Twitch, he's at twitch.tv/PrinceWaka. One word. Prince, W-A-K-A. And
Aw, thank you, dude.
yeah. And the games he typically plays are action games as well as platformers and Super Monkey Ball. But there can be any type of game on any given day because Waka plays exclusively good games, and there are plenty of good games out there. So if you're interested in catching that, please do feel free to give him a follow and check out his streams when he goes live.
Thank you, dude. I will add that because I'm currently job hunting, that I don't have like any sort of scheduled planned streams, but once I secure a job, then I'm able to know what days I'll be able to go live, and I'll formulate an actual schedule. So keep an eye out for when that schedule gets released, which I'm hoping will be within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, all the best with the job hunt.
Thank you, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, folks. I mean, we're at only 116 in the stream, but I didn't plan on this being a super long stream today anyway. We're just going to do one seed, but the seed was really quick. So I don't mind ending it prematurely. That's completely fine. I'll wait for the credits to finish playing before I close the stream, but in the meantime, just some basic announcements here. As far as what's ahead for streams on this channel, there's gonna be hopefully part number 2 of the Halo CE blind race next Monday. And if it's not next Monday, it might be on a different day, but it'll certainly, if it happens, it'll certainly be before next Wednesday, because by then I will be full throttle focused on Vortex Gallery. Speaking of which, Vortex
nice.
Gallery will be taking place on Saturday, October 19th, here on this channel. I'll be running the NAPC Uni 2 tournament for Vortex Gallery, and we expect it to be not like a small number of people, but like a decent sized chunk of people, like 40 to 50 people in the tournament. So it should be a fun one to watch. We've got a good slate of commentators on board for that. I do plan on making and releasing, I know, you guys can't believe anything that comes out of my mouth for making videos, but for real this time, I do plan on releasing a video for Uni of some kind, and along with that video, we'll have the brief little shill for Vortex Gallery in it. No promises on when that's going to come out, but obviously it will come out before Vortex Gallery actually starts. But I do at least want to acknowledge Uni in some way before that tournament, because I know I haven't done a lot of Uni uploads lately. And that's by design. I'm not really in the mood for making Uni videos like I used to, and I don't want to put an insincere effort towards that, because I like putting out quality where I can. But yeah, anyway, that should be coming soon, and it won't be like a super high effort video. I know I just said I like putting effort, but it won't be like I just like throw together some slop or something. But it won't be like super high amount of research or editing like I've done for my most recent Uni videos that were done. Like, it'll just be, here are a couple of things that you might not know about Uni, and that's it. And there'll be some like footage in the background, I guess. Yeah. There's those two things, and then the last thing is that towards the end of the month, this will be after Vortex Gallery, I'll be going to Japan again, this time for a different event called Stormy Night. Stormy Night is it used to be a small-sized community-run event for Uni, but now it is I would say it's major size now, because it's officially sponsored as part of Arc System Works World Tour for Uni 2, and it's a platinum level event, which is the highest level event that you can have that's not like Evo or anything like that. So it's going to be pretty high stakes, I would say. I'm not going there for like necessarily qualifying to Arc System Works World Tour Worlds, but if that ends up happening, then sure, I guess I'll take it. I doubt it will happen, but I'll try my best regardless. But yeah, I'll be going there. I don't know which channel that tournament will be streamed on just yet, but I'm sure once I do know, you guys will find out somehow, some way. But yeah, I'll be in Japan for a week for that. I don't really plan on doing much else there in particular, since the first time I went, I already did most of what I wanted to do. So this time it'll just be nice and chill. And then after I get back, which is in November, that's when we'll start getting back to like regular streams where I'll be playing, doing a playthrough. And the next playthrough coming up will be the first Ace Attorney game in the DS trilogy. So it should be exciting for those of you that are familiar with Ace Attorney before, but would like to see someone play an Ace Attorney game in their blind first playthrough of it. So yeah, there's that. Alongside which I'll be doing Aria of Sorrow speedruns. I forgot to mention this too. Next week on Tuesday, I'll be doing commentary for a small speedrun marathon called called RPG Valkyries. I think that's the name of the marathon. I'm not sure. But either way, there's going to be an Afterimage World Flower speedrun during that marathon, done by Azuark, and I'll be commentating for it. It's going to be a 4-hour speedrun. So
Oh, damn.
it'll be a long time where you'll probably just hear me yapping about Afterimage, but it should be an enjoyable time. That's probably the space in which you'll hear me rant the most about game knowledge for Afterimage, probably. So should be enjoyable. That's next Tuesday. I forgot the time. I'm gonna be honest. It seems like it's pretty lax the way they're organizing it, so I don't really have full details on things right now, but I think it's next Tuesday at some point during the day. But yeah. I'm sure I'll announce the exact time on Monday's stream. But otherwise, guys, that's all I have. That was a lot of announcements. I didn't expect it to take that long. But that's all I've got for today's stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't think there'll be another stream this week. So I'll see you guys next Monday, most likely. Thanks for watching and have a good one.